Music is a way, gospel, jazz, R&B, touches you every day. Talk about where it moves you, differently day to day. It's the R&B Bistro. Let music have its way.
Hello and welcome to the R&B Bistro Up Close and Personal. I'm your host Venus and I'm here to take you through this musical dance we call life. Now to do that, you know I talk to talented artists all across our community who can help us make it through. Today our guest is a fantastic, talented artist. She sings, she dances, she's more than a triple threat. She's won numerous awards and she's been on so many things, credits too long to mention. So I'm just going to stop right here and get up close and personal with Chantal Maurice.
Hey Venus.
How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here, coming out in the rain and everything.
Listen, we gotta do what we gotta do.
We gotta do. You look so beautiful.
Thank you.
I mean, the last time I saw you, you were in promotions on the street team
Yes.
at Kiss FM. Girl, you have come such a long way.
Oh, thank you.
You're doing so many things. I had to talk to you because, you know, we need to know. I got to tell all the folks about stuff.
Let them know.
So let's let them know. Let's start first with, I want to start with your name. It's so beautiful, has a wonderful ring. And I know that lots of times people change their names, but you didn't. Your name is Chantal Maurice.
Right.
Beautiful. It just fits right in show business.
Right, it does.
So did anybody ever tell you to change your name?
No one ever told me to change it. The only thing is people usually can't pronounce it. People usually say it incorrectly. So, but I love my name. It's French. My last name is Creole. My dad's from Haiti. So I definitely wanted to, you know, keep my name because it's a part of my identity and who I am.
I understand. So. That's cool. Yeah. Okay. So now I said that you act in the opening credits. Now you've done so many things. We're going to start with acting first. So when did you know that you wanted to act?
When did I not know? Because there was never anything else that I wanted to do. I remember being 5 years old and, you know, looking at TV shows and like writing my own scripts and asking my dad for a camcorder when I was 11 so that I could make my own sitcoms.
Really?
Yeah, Robert Townsend was like one of my biggest, I looked up to him with his movies and shows that he did. So I've always wanted to be an entertainer, whether it was singing, dancing, or acting since I was little. Like I've just always done it since I was little.
And I know you majored in theater, right? You got a BA? Okay.
Yes.
So after college, talk about your route. How did you get to your first whatever?
Actually, my first credit was while I was in college.
Okay.
I was a junior, and I auditioned to be a dancer in Big Mama's House 3.
Okay.
So so I skipped my college like finals for my junior year, and my teachers were okay with it. I made them up, and I went down to Atlanta. And I auditioned, I had a call back, and they picked me to be one of the dancers in the scene. So that was my first major film credit.
Okay, so now I'll have to go back to that movie and look for you. If I go back, will I find you?
Yes, a little bit. You'll see me moving just a little bit.
Okay, look at that move. Yes, okay. Well, I'm definitely going to go back. I saw that. I love him, so I definitely saw that. All right, so what came first then? So that came first, and I know you did commercials.
Yes.
And I remember just watching TV, and all of a sudden I said, I know that girl. The Assurance commercial, right?
Yes, Assurance Wireless. So yeah, I moved to New York right after I graduated college. Worked a couple of jobs, and my biggest credit was Assurance Wireless. It was commercial, and it aired in major markets: New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Atlanta, South Carolina, all over the place.
I think I even saw it on a bus. Or on the side of a bus?
Yes, it's print. It's commercial and print. So you'll see, like, if they're handing out flyers, sometimes I'm on the flyers and a lot of the print work for them. So yeah, that was my first, like, my biggest credit.
So what does that feel like? So you're on a bus and you happen to see the, you know, up in the, you know, the area up there where they have the ads, or sometimes on the side of the bus.
Yeah.
What does that feel like when you see yourself?
You know, it's a little surreal because it's something that you've been working so hard for. And when you finally see that first thing, it's like, wow, like I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm in the right direction. Like I'm headed there. So I'm on my journey. So it's just like it's a great
So like
feeling.
an out-of-body experience, right?
Yeah, it's awesome.
I've had those.
Like, that's me. I know that's me.
Wait, the first time that happened to me, I was driving and I heard a commercial that I had done that they told me wasn't going to be a major market, and it was. So the first thing I was like, wait a minute. I said, that sounds familiar. Ooh, that sounds like me. Oh, wow, that is me. Shoot, wait a minute, I'm driving and that's me. Wait a minute, that's a major market station. They didn't pay me enough. Oh, well, it sounds good.
Right,
you know,
right,
just keep
right.
on going. Exactly. Thankful for the job or whatever, but it was awesome. All right, so film and theater and TV series. Let's talk about these TV series.
Okay.
All right. Blue Bloods.
Yes, Blue Bloods.
CBS.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, how did that happen?
So I have representation. I have a manager. I have an agent.
Okay.
And I've been auditioning for these shows and for these casting directors for about 3 or 4 years. So a lot of the times they have to continue to see your face.
Right.
They keep calling you in. They keep calling you in. If they like your tape, they shoot it over to the directors and the producers. It's up to them who they pick.
Okay.
So a lot of the times it's not about who's talented, because everybody that's walking into the room is talented.
Right.
It's all about their vision of that particular episode, that particular role, and who fits it. So I was just grateful that one of my last auditions for Blue Bloods, which is the same casting directors who cast me in Mr. Robot. Okay. The producers and the directors, they liked my tape, and I was a sassy police officer, and I got a chance to do that.
In uniform. I said, look at her. While I was doing my research, I was like, look at her. I'm so proud. Yeah. It's like, you see people on TV. Sometimes you get to meet them, but when you know that you actually know them and you can reach out and touch them, you're like, I know her. Oh my goodness, it is definitely achievable.
Yeah,
for anybody.
It is.
All you got to do is work hard. Now, I want to backtrack up to where you said you have a manager and you have an agent.
Yes.
Do you need, tell our audience, do they need both? Can they get by with just one?
It depends on where you are in your career. A manager's main job is not to book you work, but they're just to help you with everyday, your scheduling, your paperwork that you have to fill out. They're the ones that help get you an agent. So my manager has been great, awesome for me. He's helped introduce me to casting directors, opened up doors. Just kind of, if I send him an audition tape, he'll watch it and say, okay, you know what? Let's fix this and tweak this a little bit. Where as an agent, they don't do that.
That's awesome help.
They just submit you for work. So I think it's great to have both. Some people, if you don't have enough credits yet, you may not need an agent. You may just need a manager who can kind of like tweak and hone in on your look and your type and business-wise, your package that you're presenting until you get to the point where casting directors are interested in you, directors and producers are interested in you, and then you do need an agent to help get you in those doors.
So how did you go about getting a manager?
So I did a cold submission. A lot of the times, if you reach on their websites, they'll have where you could email your headshot and resume and your reel. And a lot of actors do that. We spend a lot of our times trying to find representation. So we're submitting, we're sending out, mailing, physically mailing, emailing. So I reached out to my manager, Fabio Ciro at Jago Ciro Entertainment, also with the Talent Book, and he reached back out to me. I also told him the relationships that I currently had with casting directors, which is really important, so that he knew I'm doing the work as well. Like, I'm not just looking for somebody I'm just not going to sit back and say, you do the work. Exactly. I'm like, these are the people that I know. These are the casting directors, TV and film casting directors that know my work and that trust me as an actor. And I think that was one of the main reasons why he wanted to work with me, because he saw that I took what I did seriously and that I had already, I was hustling on my own. So together we're just going to do even greater things than what I've already been doing.
And I think that's important that you said that you take what you do seriously, because a lot of people will not work with you if they don't think you're serious. So they need to see that effort. They need to see that you're serious, and then they have no problems with working with you. So film, TV, commercials, theater, tell me what you like best, if you can choose.
Right now, TV is my bread and butter. That's where the money is coming in from. The Blue Bloods, I just did a new show on Netflix. I can't talk about it just yet. No problem. But I did an episode of a new Netflix show.
So you can't talk about it, but that means you have to come back. We only have 30 minutes. So you have to come back when that's done so you can tell us.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So, but I think film, I prefer film because I get to actually develop a character. I get to do the work. TV, I'm doing a lot of one-day shoots on these TV shows. So it's pretty easy for me. And, it's not that difficult or that complicated. But when there's a film character, that's a lot of work. I'm actually taking the time to create this character, and I have ample shooting time to work on this person, to actually become this person. And that's why I love to act. So TV right now is great. I'm getting the credits, but film work is what I'm really focused on doing.
Okay, all right. So now, in some of the films, have you found that they haven't really given you much direction as to the character's profile or who the character is, and you had to develop that character yourself? Yes,
a lot of the times, especially independent films or independent web series, a lot of the times you have to do more of the work. The TV shows, I'm doing co-star roles, so that's like a day player role. And again, it's just really you bringing yourself to this receptionist role or to this cop role or to this makeup makeup artist role. So that's why I decide, just like there has to be a way where I can do more. I have to put in more work. So that's why you have to create your own work.
Have you ever gotten a character where you just couldn't see yourself doing it?
No.
So you just whatever it is, I'm gonna bring it.
That's right.
Whatever it is, I'm gonna bring. That's
because I mean, at the end of the day, we're all humans.
Right.
So if there's a character where you feel like I can't identify with this person, yes, you can, because nobody's a bad person. Like people who we consider bad people, they don't consider themselves a bad person. So you have to find the human in that character,
yes.
and just bring that human to life, not necessarily that characteristic or a mistake that they made that makes them look bad. But you just have to find the humanness in that person and bring them to life.
Now, this is how real she is. I want you guys to know. I did a David E. Talbot workshop, and he's doing Almost Christmas. Awesome. Have you seen it?
Yes.
And he said exactly what you said. You have to bring the life to that character. Find the human in that character and bring that out.
Yes.
So yes, girlfriend, you know your stuff. That's why you're here.
I took his workshop too, by the way.
Awesome. Did you do the last one?
No, I did it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Where?
I went to Philly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was here in New York.
Yeah, I went to Philly.
Yeah. Okay, I was so upset that I couldn't go to that one, I think, but I was doing some other event that day and I couldn't go, but don't want to miss it because you cast people that come to his workshop.
Yeah, I got a call back. I've auditioned for multiple of his projects since that workshop.
And he's so awesome. I met him actually doing a Kiss thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was my favorite guy, Morris Chestnut, was in a play in Manhattan, and I was hosting the play for
Nice.
Kiss. So when I met him, I was like, hey, I want to be in. He said, come to the workshop. I was like, hey. So anyway, all right, let's talk about these networks things. So you got TV One, USA Today, TV Land, CBS. Who am I leaving out?
We got TV Land, CBS multiple times. I did USA. That you nailed it. Netflix now. So
how does that work? How does Netflix work?
Well, for me, it worked the same way as I did the other shows, the Blue Bloods, the Mr. Robot, the Limitless, the Younger, the Born Again version. It was the same, type of a thing, and I got paid the same rate. So, it was. I auditioned, got the part, and I shot a one-day episode on a new show that's about to come out. So
that we can't talk about. Okay. So, are you a full-time actress?
I am not. Well, I mean, I do have a survival job that helps me a lot. I work at an escape game company, so it's fun. It's not like I don't do any type of corporate work or anything like that, but it also just keeps me busy while I'm not working. Like if I'm not auditioning, if I don't have an audition, I can choose to go in and work at this company. It's called Escape Entertainment. We lock you up in a room. You got to figure out how to get out.
Yes, my cousin has been trying to get me to go to that. They just did that on the Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
They needed clues. They couldn't get out.
So yeah, I do that as well. So I work at an escape game company, and then other than that, I'm writing my own work, producing my own work, auditioning, taking classes, and
All right. Okay. Moving right along. So now let's talk about the film, The Chantal. And I know I'm saying it wrong. Say it for me.
The Chantal Show.
The Chantal Show.
Yes.
Okay, tell us about that.
So The Chantal Show is actually a comedic web series that I did with another actor named Sean Hankinson.
Is this him?
Yes, that's Sean. Okay. We used to work together at an acting studio called TVI Actors Studio. So this came together from us literally just working together and our conflicting personalities together.
Okay, stop. So the show came together because you had conflicting personalities?
Yes.
All right, let's get into that more.
Yes. So we had conflicting personalities. I'm a Southern belle. Sean's a really, liberal gay man in New York City. So we would clash, but in a really funny way.
Right.
So people would come into our office and we would be bantering back and forth, and people would be like, you guys are hilarious. And then so one day we were like, you know what? Every time, because Sean, he's a little outrageous. He says some crazy stuff sometimes.
Okay.
So we said, you know what? The next time you say something crazy, we need to write it down. Let's write it down. And after about 3 months of just jotting down ideas, we were like, okay, now we need to take this and make it into a script.
Okay, so wait. So he's an actor also?
Yes, he is an actor.
All right, go ahead.
So we took the time to literally just make a script out of real life conversations that we've had when we worked at TVI Actors Studio. So we had 4 episodes. We shot at Spotify. We used a makeshift studio. We fixed it up. We got John Ort to direct it. He's a casting director. He cast for Younger. He's a huge casting director. So we knew him from working at the studio. He agreed to work with us. And he directed we did it in one day. And so we have 4 episodes out, and we were actually chosen, SAG-AFTRA Foundation chose to screen it at their 2nd annual short film showcase.
And you won, right?
Well, it wasn't a competition.
Okay.
So it was just a showcase. They chose 8 projects out of thousands of submissions.
Right.
So we were selected, and yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Now, I know you did win some awards, so tell us about that.
Yes. So I was a part of the award-winning theater show Girls of Summer, written by Leon Gray. So that they won the NAACP award. Yeah, I won Best Actress at a film competition that I did for Hollywood and Vine Film Festival. So I won Best Actress award there, and I'm hoping to win another award with my new film project that I'm working on.
Okay, so let's claim that.
Yes.
I'm going to win the award for my new film, and we're going to talk about that new film.
Okay.
All right. So that brings us into, in that film, which we're going to mention in a bit, you sing, right?
I lip sync.
What? That's okay. But anyway, so your voice, I read you're mezzo soprano.
Yes.
I didn't even know you could sing.
I do.
Look
I
at
do.
that.
Yes. I used to do musicals a lot. So I did Hairspray. I was a Dynamite. You know. So yeah, I sing, but I realized when I started auditioning for musical theaters that they were looking for more people who were singers who act, but I'm an actor who can sing.
Exactly.
So it's a little different, where I can do, I can harmonize with you in the background. I can definitely hold a tune and sing, but I'm not like a Broadway singer type person.
I'm not going to go out for a singing job.
Yeah, right. But if the role requires me to sing, like I had a audition recently where I had to rap and I had to sing. Because I was going in to play the younger version of a huge celebrity, which I won't go there. But so I had to rap and I had to sing.
Wait a
as
minute,
well.
this is up close and personal. She's talking about she's not going there. She must want to wait for a few minutes. 1, 2, 3, there's your minute. Well, go there.
So I had the opportunity to audition to play a younger Queen Latifah.
Yes, I love her.
Yeah, in an upcoming project that she's currently working on. So I had to do a rap and I had to sing. So of course, I can dance, I can sing, I can rap.
I can see you doing that.
Yeah. So, and that's my 2nd time auditioning to play a younger Queen Latifah. So we're gonna put that into the
Third time's a charm.
Right.
Yes.
3rd time's a charm. The next time they ask me, I'm gonna get it.
Yes,
like,
nail it. Study her, watch her, everything.
Yes.
Call her up. No.
Somebody call Queen. Call her.
Call
Queen.
Latifah.
Call
Tell
Queen.
her, she's my girl. I need her to come on the R&B Bistro, and I need her to let Chantal play her as a younger person. Okay.
Yeah.
You got us, Queen. We got you. Okay. So now, which genre of music do you prefer? Do you have a preference?
I don't really have a preference. When it comes to singing, gospel music is my favorite to sing.
Okay.
So, but as far as listening to music, I love R&B. I love soca music. I love gospel. I love some old hip hop, old school type of rap.
Old school hip hop.
Well, when I say old school,
when she says old school,
right?
Now she looks 12. But
when I say old school, I mean like 99s and the 2000s.
School.
Yeah. Like that's what I mean.
We need to get that straight here.
But I do love old school R&B though.
Okay.
But when it comes to like rap, I mean like early 2000s, 90s, late 90s rap.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're telling one of our ages. One of our old schools is different from the other old school, okay?
That's all right though.
All right. All right. So triple threat I mentioned in the beginning: dancing, singing, rapping, writing, acting. So how much writing do you plan on doing?
Well, it's 2016 and you cannot wait for someone to hire you for a job.
I know that's right.
There's so many people out here now. Everybody has a camera. Everybody's making a web series. Everybody's making a short film. You literally can't afford to sit back and wait for somebody to validate your talent and say, you booked this job.
Right.
So as an actor now, I feel like it's your job also to be a writer because you have to create your own work. So as far as how much writing I want to do, as much as I can, as much as I can to put myself in the projects that I want to be in.
Right. I love how you said put yourself into the project you want to be in.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show everybody that, like you said, you have to create opportunities for yourself if they're not there.
Yes.
Create them so you can say, I am here, so people can see you are here. Kind of like this show. It's an independent TV show.
Yeah.
But it just happens to give a platform to everybody else, which I think is just wonderful.
That's awesome.
So I hope you do tell people about it and come on back, So let's talk about your newest project that you're working on.
Yay.
That's a film.
Yes.
Tell us the name of it.
So it's called Edge of Harmony.
Yes, and that's a beautiful clip for us.
Thank you. Yes, it is a short biopic film, and it's about Harmony Bessler. She was a jazz singer in the 1930s from Ohio.
Stop. 1930s?
1930s, yes.
You like 21.
Research.
I'm kidding. She's not 21.
Research.
But,
a lot of the.
But how do you like that music? Now, 1930s?
Love it. I love it. I'm so inspired by people's stories. I want to do a biopic.
Me too.
So I've been auditioning for them and I haven't booked one yet. So I said, you know what? I can create my own. You know, it doesn't have to be long. It's literally 6 minutes. So it's not long at all. But it's a great story. I did hire a Broadway singer to sing the music for me that I am lip syncing in the film.
Okay.
But yeah, it just follows. Her name is Harmony Bessler, and it follows her journey to stardom. So we get to see the fate of a Black woman who is a singer in the 1930s. Like, what was that really like? You know, what was the fate? How many of them actually succeeded that we can even think about today? Like we can think of Ma Rainey and Bessie Smith, which was one of my inspirations for this film. When I saw Queen Latifah in Bessie, I was like, I want to do this. So yeah, I'm super excited about it. The trailer will be out soon and gonna start submitting it to film festivals. And my goal is to showcase the 6-minute film that I have in February as a fundraiser to maybe see if I can raise money to do a feature-length film.
Nice. So then if you like all those, do you have to like Billie Holiday?
Yes.
I love Billie Holiday. Now that's my idol from back then.
Yeah.
And so if I sing, I put the gardenia in my hair, I wear the long gowns and everything. Just love that era. And even I think one of my first voice classes or voice, what do they have, the different recitals, you know how they are. And I said, well, they only had the piano player then. So I decided to act like she did with her piano player, you know, and the things she did that she shouldn't have been doing. I said, I can do Billie Holiday, and the other stuff is fake, but you know, I got to get into the role, so I do it. And it was so cool. I absolutely love her. So any kind of singing that I do, I have to have a Billie Holiday song and then go everywhere else. But she's just so wonderful, and I just love back in those days. It's just the regalia. So
classic. Classic.
You know, no pants hanging down and no stuff all over. But I can't. You know, classic is just so wonderful. Yeah, it's just so wonderful. So I'm gonna look for this. I can't wait.
It's great.
You gotta let me know when it comes out. It needs to be all over all of your social media.
I will definitely let you know.
Definitely, and you know, maybe I can make it to the film festival when they screen it.
I'm excited. Like I watched it yesterday, last night. The editor sent me the final copy, and I was just like, wow, like I did this. Like this is great. Like I wrote it and got funding for it, and we produced it and shot it in 2 days, and it's a great story.
Now that's a good thing. You said got funding for it. How do you get funding?
So actually, the owner of the company that I work for, Escape Entertainment, I spoke to him about my idea. He's an entrepreneur, and he believed in me, and he actually helped to produce the film financially. So I sat down with him and we had a meeting. I told him my goals. I told him my vision for the film. And he said, you know what, I really believe in you, and I think you're a great asset to my team, so I want to help you, and I want to help you get this done. So I actually put him in the film. He has a small, he has a small little part in there.
Way to go.
He plays the owner of the club that Harmony sings at. Okay. So yeah, I did that, and I also did a website Indiegogo campaign where people were able to donate to me that way as well.
Cool. So now I know you said that you work, part-time just to make sure that you can have funds to continue.
Yes.
Is there anything else you do to keep yourself together when you're not acting, when you don't have any roles, when that time gets to, because we don't want people to think that, it's always rosy, because this is a hard field.
Yeah, it is.
So is there anything else you do? Or is there anything else you would do if you had to?
Well, actually, I am a member of SAG-AFTRA, so I get residual checks.
Okay.
So when, I'm not working or things aren't coming in, those checks randomly just come in the mail from the TV shows.
Right.
So I'm really blessed that happens, because they always come on time. Like,
I hear that.
Always come on time.
Pay me my money on time.
So yeah, between working, and that's the great thing about being a part of the union, is that you do get residual checks.
Right.
So those help me a lot. And like I said, they always come on time.
And you got to be a good budgeter of money.
Yes.
Because they can come on time, but if you don't know how to budget your money,
then you got a problem.
Then you got a problem. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So, who were your mentors? Do you have any?
Yes. One of my mentors, her name is Princess Films, Princess Monique. She's based out of LA, also Atlanta, and she's also in New York too. Okay. She is a filmmaker, director, producer. She directed a film that was on Lifetime called Seasons of Love that had Gladys Knight and Taraji P. Henson in it. So I connected with her on social media, actually. I saw everything that she was doing, and she was coming to New York for a film festival, and I reached out and I said, hey, I'd love to just help you out and volunteer.
Nice.
I'm looking for a mentor. And we met up one day, she sat me down and she said, look, someone helped me so I'm going to help you. So, you know, whenever she comes to New York, she invites me to events. I get to go with her, network with her. We were at the American Black Film Festival together, saw her there. So yeah, she literally, like, she keeps it so real with me, and she lets me know, like, the things that she's gone through in the industry, and she just gives me tips. So it's just so great to have somebody in the industry that's looking out for me.
And in your corner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you think it's important that you have a mentor?
You have to. You have to have somebody that's done it before, so that they can guide you, because this business is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So you definitely need somebody in your corner that knows what they're talking about.
And someone that has the heart to help.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So how do you think that people should go about finding a mentor?
I think it should come about genuinely. You know, you shouldn't just be like, I know you're doing great things, so help me. It shouldn't be like that. You know, sometimes you just have to say, like, hey, can I take you to coffee? I just want to pick your brain about an idea.
Yes.
You know, how can you help this person? With Princess, I'm always volunteering with her, helping her whatever way she needs. So it's like a give and take. You know, I'm not just like pulling information from her. I'm offering my time, volunteering my services to her as well. And then in return, you know, she throws me these nuggets and always keeps me under her wing. So.
I hear that. So now, what would you give what advice would you give an aspiring actor or actress to follow the path that you followed?
So my advice would be to stay persistent.
Okay, and I forgot. We need tips. So are these your tips?
These are my tips.
Your tips. Your first one is stay persistent.
Stay persistent, because this does not happen overnight.
Right.
You know, they say it takes 10 years to become an overnight success.
Yeah.
So
or sometimes longer.
Right. You have to stay persistent.
Tip number 2.
Tip number 2: do not compare yourself.
Absolutely.
To anyone else, because your journey is your journey.
Right. And compare yourself to you and your last job.
Right. You cannot compare. You can't say, oh, well, this person booked this and they didn't do this, but I went to school and they didn't. You can't do that, because you have nothing to do with anybody else's journey. You just have to stay focused on your own path.
Right. Okay. Tip number 3.
Tip number 3 is to hone in on your craft. I think because it's so easy for people to access cameras and everybody feels like I can be an actor, but people don't actually want to take the time to study and to learn and to realize this is a skill. So this is a muscle that you have to continue to build. You can't just say, oh, I took a class, so, you know, I'm fine. Like, put me in a show or in a movie. No, like, you really have to consistently work on it to become a better actor. Like, it's a skill. And I feel like while time is going on, people are kind of losing that, and they just want to be famous.
Right.
Acting is not about being famous. It is literally a skill that you have to hone in on. So that would be my last tip.
And that will get you further than, okay, I'm on a reality show, so now I'm a star.
Right.
You still have to, if you want to get those promising roles, you still have to train and study.
Work for it.
Chantal, it's been so wonderful talking to you. So great to see you.
It's great to see you.
Yes. Tell us where we can find you.
So my website is my first and last name, chantalmaurice.com. I'm on Instagram, Chantal Maurice, DOTCOM, chantalmaurice.com. And yeah, Instagram and my website are the best ways to contact me.
Okay. So now, when you do all these films, and especially when you do the Queen Latifah,
yes,
you must come back and talk to us.
Of course.
All right. I'm Venus. You've been listening to the R&B Bistro Up Close and Personal. Make sure you come on back. You can find me on Venus Crute on Facebook, Venus987 on Twitter, and Instagram, Venus987_. Make sure you tell someone to come on and see the R&B Bistro. Remember, it's never too late to live your dreams. And when you do, I'll be there encouraging you. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time right here on the R&B Bistro Up Close and Personal.
It's a way, gospel, jazz, R&B touches you every day. Talk about the way it moves you, differently day to day. It's the R&B Bistro. Let you be